All right, I'm going to get you started on this project, and this is assuming that you have already put your text from the internet into a text edit file, which I already have here. And remember, you can use Word also. So I'm going to go into InDesign. I'm going to File, New Document. We want a minimum of 100 pages, and it's going to be 6 by 9. Let's go ahead and enter that info in and hit OK. And I'm just going to change the screen a little bit so we can see our A masters. So the first step that we're going to have to do is to go into our A masters. And remember, wherever it's highlighted is where the active field currently is. So this one, you can see the number 1 page is blue, the number 2 page is blue. So this is the page that is active. And when you double click, you'll go there. So what we're going to want to do is change our A masters, because remember, each one of these has the icon in it. So anything that we do on the A master page is going to change for all of the pages with that same icon in the corner. So go up into A master. And I'm sort of, you can see I'm hovering over these. I double click, and now we are up into the A master pages. We only have to worry about 2 things here. All we have to worry about is getting our text box on there and our auto page numbering. So let's go ahead and get that in there. Remember, when we do our text boxes, that we want to leave a wee bit on the inside, because when the book is actually bound, we're going to lose a little bit of that due to the spine margin. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, Option, click, drag the second text box over, so we have our 2 text boxes on the left and right page, which is what we want. I'm just going to copy and paste that because I want to put an automatic page numbering on this, and I'm actually going to just put it on the bottom. Right under where we were, or we could put it on the left or the top left, wherever you want it to go. Double click to activate that box, because right now it's set to all of our defaults. I am going to change it to a different typeface. Let's go to the Palatinos. That might be nice. Of course, you could type it in also. Ooh, actually, let's use Perpetua. That's a good one. And I'm going to take it down just a little bit to 10 point. We could italic this if we wanted. We could bold this if we wanted. I am going to center it. That way it's in the center of that text box so the 2 of these align. And to do your automatic page numbering, all you have to do, go to your type menu, go into special character, markers, and then current page number. And you're going to get the symbol. And I'm going to just Option, click and drag this one over, and it looks like it's nice and in alignment. And then when we go back onto page 1, remember we get that by double clicking, we can see our page numbers. And if we scroll down to any number, 41, there it is. It's going to mark the page accordingly. The next step that you're going to want to do, we're going to want to unlock the master page items. We have to actually override it because we want to flow our text. So I'll do that again. I click on either the first or the last page. I scroll up. I hold down my shift key. Everything is selected. I right click and I override. And now we have boxes, when I double click, that are now active and ready to have items put into it. All right, so I'm going to go back into my text edit. I'm going to copy and paste into this document, and we can see we have the overflow box. That's what we're looking for. So we have a couple options with this. The one that I showed in class, just zoom out so it's a little smaller, and then just option click. Not option click, sorry, just click on that little red box, click, red box, click, red box, click. Don't hold your option key down. And just click from one to the next to the next. And then you can flow through all of it that way. And I usually do recommend that for the first time that you do a book, just because it gets you really in the practice of being able to link boxes with ease, because there's going to be some projects, or let's say it's a 10-page magazine article, you might need to put from one to the other. It gives you practice and you get a lot faster with that. And I'm going to do some undos. get us back to no text in there, and I'm going to go back into page 1, get my cursor. We're going to paste it again, zoom out, and in this case we're going to hold down our shift key, and then when we click, oops, don't click twice. I'm having slow network today. It'll actually flow through all the pages. Now you can see the difference between these two is it went from margin to margin. So this is the version I said you can do. So if you're going to do that one, I'm going to recommend that you do everything except for everything the same in this stage, 100. And I just wanted you guys to see both of these versions. I'm going to unlink the margins, and we actually want to bump up the inside margin. Let's take it to 1/4 of an inch. That should be a more manageable one. And then whenever we click our text, let's go ahead. I'm just going to start the text box, paste it, zoom out. Hold down that shift key, let it do its thing, and you can see it works within the margins. So you have one that you have a lot of control over, and you're manually doing the pagination of it, and this version where you will go in an auto flow. It's still going to, after this step, still have the same steps because we're going to have to go in and clean it up a little bit, and then I'm going to cover that in the next video. So you can do it as option 1 where, you know, flow it back a little bit, where you click on the red box and you get it exactly where you want it. And yes, it does take a wee bit of time, but practice makes perfect. Or you get your margins fixed in the beginning and go ahead and do your text flow from there. You'll have to start it with your one text box though, and then click. So it's going to depend on whatever work style you're comfortable with.